I'm Chris Williams. Me and my wife Tiffany started the 7 Group, black-owned full-service sports event marketing company. Morris Gordon got me started in AAU. This is Julian Davis. Julius is my right-hand man. He helped me and my wife do everything from the high school side to the AAU side and now the college side. It all started, moved back home to Atlanta. I was Morris' assistant coach when he had a star-studded team. Then I switched over to Under Armour, went to Nike. When I went to Nike, we was blessed to have one of the best teams in the country. And we left Nike right before EYBL started and was offered to come over to Adidas. We was number 1 16U team in the country, but we played up Adidas 17U. My wife would come to me and say, okay, Chris, you guys been volunteering your services and now we gotta make some shake. So that's how Holiday Hoopsgiving, the high school portion, started. Year 1, we had Wendell Carter, who's now with the Bulls. We had Udoka, who's
Number 12, correct. At number 24. And now, for the ball players. Welcome to Holiday Hoopsgiving live on SUVtv. We got us a good one tonight on SUVtv. Holiday Hoopsgiving. I am Slider Sports Guy. I'm joined by 2 of the best in the business. First off, we'll start to my far left. National Coach of the Year, Mike Thompson. And to my immediate left, the number 1 recruiting analyst in the nation, Justin W. Brandley. We got us a good one, fellas. How you doing this evening?
Doing great. Excited to jump into another big game. I mean, Skills Factory, Donda Prep, both of them elite level talents. Donda's looking to bounce back. Yesterday they struggled a little bit shooting the basketball early, so they're looking to rebound and show the country why they're one of the best prep ball teams in the nation.
Yeah, it's always great to see 2 good teams match up. A lot of high level talent, a lot of coaches in the building. Puts a little pressure on the kids, and hopefully they'll play their best.
All right, we should have a good one. Donda Prep taking on the Skills Factory. Donda Prep taking on TSF. Donda Prep, they'll be in all black with the great numbers. And the Skills Factory, they'll be in all white with the black numbers.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing. There's a couple players on Skill Factory that I've been looking forward to seeing. Donda, I've had the opportunity to watch him play 3 games so far this season. Skills Factory, I have not seen yet. Rodrigo Farias, I really like what I've seen from him from afar. Haven't seen it live. 6'2" point guard class of 2024. He's recently offered by Georgetown. He has multiple high majors showing interest. Caden Cooper, he's been offered. He moved from Ada, Oklahoma, been offered by DePaul, UNLV, SMU, Oklahoma State, and some others. We've got Cam Kraft. He's signed with Xavier, number 12. He scores it in bunches. Destin Logan, the transfer from Berkmar, who we've seen play here, at this event, and Lathan Somerville, 6'9", power forward, 2024, offers from Rutgers, Wake Forest, and others.
All right, here we go. We'll get things going. Working things off is Dillingham. He'll send it over to Braden. Kicks it back to the outside to Dillingham. Dillingham looking to get things started, couldn't get it. Now they'll work their way back around.
We got to travel there.
Travel going back the other way.
Somerville 1 step too many.
Going back the other way. All right, sorry, had a little bit of audio, but now we're ready to go. Now, Dillingham will bring it up the court and get things going for the Dubs. Both teams couldn't get it going on that first possession. Let's see what happens now on the second possession. Dillingham is a point guard who doesn't mind putting it up. Working on the outside. Now looks like TSF, they're going to go man-to-man defense. This is going to be a straight-up matchup, man-to-man.
Yeah, they're packed in tight around the three-point line, too. They're not going to get out and extend themselves, which is probably a good idea. Donda was in a zone the first time. I'm not sure if they're going to stay with that.
Dillingham not afraid to shoot. Dillingham still coming up short on that one. Now they'll go back the other way, Cam Kraft. Cam Kraft dishes it off to Forrest. Rodrigo Forrest.
Dillingham was 7 of 25 last night. Hopefully he has a little bit better shooting night here this evening.
They'll move it around the perimeter. There's Forrest. Forrest knocks down the three. Rodrigo Ferris. You said he doesn't mind putting it up and has a nice shot from the outside. Ferris. Now, what type of point guard would you describe Ferris as? Is he a shoot first or is he a distributor point guard? What would you call Ferris?
You know, I haven't seen enough to know. I've seen games where they've needed him to score, and he goes out and scores in bunches. I want to see him be a little bit more of a facilitator, especially with the talent around him. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays here in this game this evening.
In the open court, trying to take a charge. Not a smart idea. Destin Logan, he'll go to the line and shoot too.
Here we're going to get another look at it.
Now, this is one, I know this is one that frustrates you as a coach down there, Coach Thompson. You got a guy coming in trying to pick up a charge.
Yeah, he was late. That's a bad, bad spot to be in. Got him in a bad place. TSF looks like they're really playing good defense on the other end. Good man defense. Sometimes it's tough to get a lot of good players meshed together to do that. They look like they're ahead of the game right now defensively.
Now, speaking of defense, as a coach, what is it easier to teach a kid to play defense or teach him to shoot the ball on offense? What do you think?
It's never easy. It's never easy to get kids to play defense. Shooting and offensive skills are a little bit different. Everybody likes to do that. Not everybody's a big fan of playing defense. Have to work together in order to do that. So it takes a little time to get that together.
Now, me back in my day, I wasn't a defensive player. I was a cherry picker. I stayed at half court, Justin. I don't know if I would have made any of your recruiting rankings with my defensive ability.
You know what? There's something to be said about awareness, and self-awareness is the most important piece of awareness there is, and understanding your skill set and where you best impact the game. So I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at you, being realistic with yourself and say, hey, nowadays in 30 and up leagues, I play three-point line to three-point line, so I'm the same way.
Here we go. Zion Cruz will bring it up.
See how they're around the three-point line. They're not going to come out. Contest a shot. Nice job.
That will hit the support system, and they're going to mark it dead when it hits the support system. Braden launching from outside.
Donda's in a 1-2-2 zone. They've got some length, so that.
It's nice to have a bunch of long, lanky kids out there who can play for you. Ooh, ball tipped away. Hey, look at Penny over there in the corner. We got a lot of stars out here tonight. A lot of stars. Head coach of the Memphis. I keep wanting to say Memphis State so bad, but it's Memphis University. Penny Hardaway.
Hard to break that habit.
I'm telling you. I remember Memphis from the old Metro Conference. Long time ago. Jumper, Zion Cruz getting things going. Zion Cruz, we got to see him as a youngster at the CP3 Rising Stars event. Chris Paul, every year he brings out the top rising ninth graders in the nation. Check the SUVtv archives. Oh, look at the big man getting the rebound and putting it back up. Lathan Somerville.
We talked in the game previous about getting in shape and getting their body together. If Lathan Somerville at 6'9" as a 2024 guy, as he gets his body in shape over this next 2 years, it's going to be interesting to see how high his ceiling goes.
He's certainly got a lot of potential, that's for sure.
Ball stripped away. Now Braden will have it on the other side. Now to Dillingham. Dillingham working off the dribble. Dillingham, the way he handles the ball. God, I love it. Ooh. $10 move, 5-cent finish. And go on the other side. Rodrigo passes it off. Logan now back to Rodrigo. Kicks it out. Didn't know whether he wanted to shoot it or pass it and ended up shooting it short. Dillingham to the hole hard for 2 points. Robert Dillingham. Got to see Dillingham a couple of times last year in North Carolina. Exciting young player. Great ball handler. Oh, there's a turnover. Dillingham on the steal. They'll get it in the open court. J.J. Taylor throws it down for 2.
J.J. Taylor, Javante Taylor, originally from Chicago. Class 2023, 6'7" forward, offers from Michigan, Baylor, UNC, Duke, Kansas, you name it.
It's funny, with a lot of these kids out here, it's easier to say who hasn't offered them than who has offered them.
I'd like to see the skills factor get a screen on the top guy in that zone. Let the point guard let Logan get downhill a little bit. Setting it on the wing guy is not the best place to do that.
Not at all. You set that screen on the wing guy, then the top guy just steps up.
Yeah, they don't really put the defense in any kind of pressure like that.
Zion Cruz trying to get it. Couldn't get that one to go down. Ball tipped out. Now they're off and running. Going the other way. Caden Cooper. Caden Cooper with the step through. And he'll be fouled. Might have been poked in the eye also. Let's look at him one more time.
Here we're going to look at Dillingham with the steal, kicking it ahead to J.J. Taylor. It's interesting when you look at the Donda Prep roster, you see guys from all over the country. Multiple guys from North Carolina. They have guys on the squad that we talked about just a minute. Zion Cruz, New Jersey guy, transferred over from the Patrick School. You have Jalen Hooks. I mean, Ja'Kai Howard. You can go top to bottom, and guys from all over the country have assembled here to this program.
You know, we were talking to Coach Mark Edwards before the game. And, you know, these guys have been together for about 6 weeks. Now Coach Thompson, now you heard Justin just say where all these guys come from. They're all over. Now, how do you assemble a team like that? What do you do as a coach to bring those guys together?
Yeah, you got to take some time. To me, it would take a little while in order to do that. Not all of it has to happen on the court either. They've got to do some things to, hang out a little bit, learn a little bit about each other so that they can develop some type of chemistry throughout their year. I know a lot of teams don't do that. Chemistry is a big deal when you win games.
J.J. on the outside. Going down! J.J. Taylor going to the hole with authority. J.J. Taylor getting the crowd on his feet. Look at J.J. go to the hole.
And J.J. needed to get going today. I mean, big-time dunk. That's 2 times he's finished above the rim. He had 0 points yesterday. He went 0 for 5, 0 for 3 from 3. He needed an early start. He needed something positive to happen for him.
Well, that's one way you can excite the crowd and get going to the hole and throwing it down like that here at Holiday Hoopsgiving. Nice crowd out here today. A lot of college coaches lined up out here, man. It's so much talent you can choose from here at Holiday Hoopsgiving if you're a college coach. All you have to be, you have to have that gift of the gab to come and get some of these young kids in here to go to your university or college and play.
Well, I think it's changed a little bit, right? So what I tell every coach that I deal with, that I work with whenever we're talking about a player, it's about figuring out that player's why. And not every single player has the same thing that they're looking to accomplish when they go off to college. Once you identify and understand their why, you understand the people around them, what makes them tick, what they're looking to accomplish, and what they're looking to avoid, makes it a little bit easier, right? Like you're able to say, hey, either I'm the best situation for you or I'm not, and you can paint that picture in whichever way it makes sense.
The big man battling strong down there, Lathan Somerville.
TSF's got to find a way to play against the zone, get some better shots. Open shots, open looks. Hopefully they can use that screen and overload a side.
Braden from the outside knocks down the 3. Going to the basket, lost it. Somerville will get it, spinning and turning, and they're going to call travel. I thought he might have got it up before he took that last step, but.
A little bit too much of a spin there. He gets it, instead of going straight up into the contact, he tries to spin away from it. Draw the contact early. We're still in the first quarter. Put some fouls on the board here for the skill factor.
And one thing about big men, you got to learn, when you're the biggest man on the court, they're not going to hurt you. Look at Braden hurting the nets from outside. knocking down his second three. Three ball from the outside. Count it, right back at him. Cam Kraft knocks down the three. Now Zion Cruz on the outside. Cruz kicks it out. Three ball from the wing. Doesn't stay down. Now the Skills Factory, they're off and running. Rodrigo on the outside. He'll send it over to Walters. Walters up and won't stay down. Somerville with the rebound. Don't put it on the ground, big man.
Dribbled the ball and lost it.
And that's one of the reasons why he's at the Skill Factory, to learn and understand how to play the game of basketball. The Skill Factory does it better than a lot of people in this business, teaching and developing young talent.
Three ball from JJ. Didn't get that one to go. And that's it. At the end of the first quarter, the score 12-14. The Skills Factory on top of Donda.
Big time jump there from J.J. Taylor.
I'm Chris Williams. Me and my wife Tiffany started the 7 Group, black-owned full-service sports event marketing company. This is Morris Gordon. Morris Gordon got me started in AAU. This is Julian Davis. Julius is my right-hand man. He helped me and my wife do everything from the high school side to the AAU side and now the college side. It all started, moved back home to Atlanta. I was Morris' assistant coach when he had a star-studded team. Then I switched over to Under Armour, went to Nike. When I went to Nike, we was blessed to have one of the best teams in the country. And we left Nike right before EYBL started and was offered to come over to Adidas. We was number one 16U team in the country, but we played up Adidas 17U. My wife would come to me and say, okay, Chris, you guys been volunteering your services and now we gotta make some shake. So that's how Holiday Hoopsgiving, the high school portion, started. Year one, we had Wendell Carter, who's now with the Bulls. We had.
All right, welcome back. Start of the second period here. Score 14-12. The Skills Factory on top of Donda Academy. In the passing lane, almost stolen by Howard. That's what everybody in the crowd wants. They want Howard to get into the open court. Howard with the block shot. Fighting for the rebound. Now they'll get it. Now Howard will push it up court. He's a high flyer. Give it back to him. Nope. Dillingham lowering the shoulder. Clearing out some room. Putting it up for two. Working on the outside.
Skills Factor needs to get somebody in the paint, at the free throw line, flashing at least.
Trying to bully his way up underneath the basket. He'll get fouled. And Koswami Draper will go to the line, and Draper will shoot two.
Here we're going to get another look at that play. Dillingham getting downhill, lowers the shoulder, finishes at the rim, then looks at him and says, you're too little.
Too little. Dillingham's a little bit stronger than he looks, man. A little slim frame guy, man. He has a little bit of muscle behind it.
And they're still chirping a little bit.
They're still talking to each other.
He's letting Madrikis Moreland, they're both in the class of 2023. Dillingham's letting him know, son, you do know I'm one of the top 10 players in the class, right? You might be one of the top 10 players on your team. I'm one of the top 10 players in the country.
Here we go. Dillingham will have it. He'll send it to Jakai. Jakai at the free throw line, doesn't get it, comes up short. Now they'll go back the other way with Logan. Destin Logan hesitates, shovels underneath. Ooh, Jakai blocks it from behind, but following up was Destin Logan. One thing I like about Jakai Howard, well, he challenges everything down there. Young sophomore, not afraid to get up there and mix it up above the rim.
Skills Factory coming out a little bit further. Extend their defense a little bit. Skills Factory is going to get in trouble if they come out too far.
what I like to see right now, and what I'm loving that I've seen from Donda over the last 2 days, is the star power, the big names they have on their squad. Their coaches are not afraid to coach those stars. They're not holding back. They're holding them accountable. They're calling them out. They're doing a great job.
All right, we're here at Holiday Hoopsgiving. Holiday Hoopsgiving here at Shiloh High School. We're going to
when you don't feel like working and you still got to go to work. That's the grind. And that's what you have to do sometimes.
When you choose to put in the work and embrace the journey, success has no choice but to find you.
Buzz, come here. I want to see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. with the varsity.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, you made it.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
We're back live out of the timeout. It's a turnover. Skills Factory will come up with it and push it on the other side of the court. Madricus Moreland unhappy. New point guard for this second unit. Now they'll move it over. 3-ball out of the corner. In and out. He wasn't living right. It didn't stay down.
Had the guy in free throw line that time, got a nice wide open three. It's a good spot. Has a little better offensive look for Skill Factory.
Dillingham can't connect.
As long as 13's a player, a bad pass.
Tried to force it underneath. Those arms are too long to get it through that zone. Doing a chest pass from the logo, that's not going to make it through that zone.
No, sir.
Here we go. Working on the inside, the baby hook. Didn't get it to fall. Now they're off and running, going the other way. Dillingham will have it. Dillingham forcing the issue. Kicks it over on the wing. Jumper. No good. It seems like Donda is doing a lot of one pass and shoot if they get the one pass off. Might need to run a set or two every now and then. Here we go. Skills Factory will have it on the outside. They'll work around. That's a travel. Free throw line jumper counted. Bottom of the net. Destin Logan. Now Dillingham one more time. Dillingham attacking the basket. He's fouled. Wait a minute. What did they call? They call offensive? Let's see what the referee called. Technical foul. They call technical foul on Madricus Moreland.
Him and Robert Dillingham have been chirping all night long, so it doesn't surprise me.
Okay. Hopefully we'll get a ref over to explain what was the technical on. But let's see if they give them the and one. Do they give them the and one?
Yeah, they did.
They did give them the basket. And we'll shoot the and one.
And sometimes for a shooter, that's the last thing you want to see is them get an opportunity to see the ball get into the net for them. You know, that sometimes getting to the free throw line for an elite level shooter, it can take it to the next level for them.
Now they're fixing to shoot 2 free throws and get the ball.
We have the ref over here real quick. He's going to explain the tech for us.
We had a foul on the hit going to the basket. We got a unsportsmanlike foul against one white. Both fouls against one.
All right, you heard it straight out of the referee's mouth. And Dillingham hit all the free throws.
And that's what I'm saying. When you have a scorer like him, a guy that can shoot it and shoots it at a high clip, once he gets going, he's easy to get in NBA jams mode. He's on fire. You don't want him to get to the free throw line to get some easy ones.
If they hit a 3 right here, that's going to be an 8-point play.
And you called it. 3 ball from long range. J.J. Taylor. Coach, we're going to go and play the lottery after this. There's the floater in the lane. That one doesn't go. Fouled over the back. Going to send Kwame Draper to the line to shoot 2.
Goodness.
First free throw, no good for Kwame.
A little bit too strong.
Too much time in the weight room. Second free throw, he'll line it up and knock that one down. Now Zion will have it on the outside. Pull-up jumper, Zion Cruz, bottom of the net. Zion Cruz.
That looked exactly like his first basket.
Yep.
Did the same thing.
One of the top uncommitted players in the class of 2022. You know, ESPN has him ranked at number 56. He's got offers from a little bit of everybody.
Zion is a player, like you said, we first saw him on CP3. You can check the SUVtv archives if you want to check out some of those games, those CP3 Rising Star games. Go to www.thesuvtv, www.thesuvtv.
And again, he's one of those guys that is great. We've seen him a lot, so we have a lot to compare him to. We've been able to track and see his growth and development over the years.
Now, when you see a player like Zion, what do you, when you look at him on the next level, what does he need to improve? How does he need to prosper? What does he need to do to prosper on the next level?
You know what? I think he does a lot of things very well. He can shoot the ball. He distributes, he facilitates, he can get to the basket, score, he plays above the rim, he defends. I think I want to see him be a little bit more of an aggressive defender, but I think that he brings so much to the table. It's just going to depend on where he lands at the next level. That's going to be the big part of it, is what happens based off of who he's playing for and what are they going to ask of him and what are they going to challenge him to do.
He's got to pick a good fit.
Ooh, Dillingham just working his magic on the baseline. Now inside to the free throw line, the floater, Lathan Somerville. Now Cruz looking for the pick from Taylor. Taylor pops out. Taylor, now he'll go to the basket. Taylor throws it up over his shoulder and lays it in.
Right back on, there he is again.
Free throw line jumper at the elbow, no good. They're off and running. JJ's in the open court. He'll catch it and pull it back out. Now to Zion. Zion for 3. Oh, Zion Cruz.
And the team lit fire as soon as Kanye West walked in the building. They said, it's time for us to play.
Soon as Kanye West walks into the building, look at Zion Cruz with the step back 3. Knock it down.
We've got a full timeout here.
We're here live at Holiday Hoopsgiving. We'll see you back.
Alexa, play our favorite song again.
Okay.
All right, we're back live at Holiday Hoopsgiving, and right now, about 13, Donda Prep is all over TSF. Somerville trying to work in the lane. The big man showing the nifty footwork. And he'll go to the free throw line and shoot two.
If he's the guy that's the player, then they can put him there and he can work all day. If he's not, they need to get somebody there who's a playmaker, and they can go to work on Donda right there.
See, I like what he does in the lane. He's a big guy, big body, not afraid to use it.
Again, it comes back to what I said about getting in shape and breaking it down. Here we've got Kanye West and Quavo sitting courtside. You know, they're watching the game. They're excited to be here. You know, this is the level of event that takes place when the 7 group puts on something. We're here at Holiday Hoopsgiving, presented by the 7 group. Elite level high school basketball, and back to the live action.
All right, here we go. JJ up top. He'll hand it off to Dillingham. Dillingham with the step back three. Oh, bottom of the net, Robert Dillingham. Skills Factory pressing the issue. The layup, no good. JJ with the rebound, and he'll push it up court himself. Shovels behind his back to Dillingham. Dillingham for three, shoots that one too long. A minute and 50 to go in the first half, and right now Donda Academy is all over the Skills Factory. 15-point lead. They'll send it back to Dillingham. Dillingham, they're going to leave him by himself. Nope, now Teller a launch for three, can't get it. Working their way around, setting up that offense. Skill Factory trying to get something going. Now to get it going. 3-ball, Destin Logan from long range. Now Dillingham. Dillingham wants to set his offense up. He'll call for the pick. Missed the roll. He hit the roll. Ooh! Both men go up. Both men go down. They're going to call foul. I thought he had all ball. Let's take a look at that one, man. I thought he had all ball.
Let's see here. Oh, no. But you're a football player.
I'm a football player. I play football. He wasn't bleeding, was he? Did he bleed? Come on, there's no foul.
He might have a black eye tomorrow. It looked like he was part of an MMA match.
First free throw's good. Omarion Bodrick, he'll get in the scores book.
Oh, 7 Bahati checking out.
You know, that's interesting. His name is 7, but due to basketball rules, he can't wear number 7.
Nope.
That sucks.
Well, it's prep school, so he can. It just depends on how they are officiating the game.
There you go.
If they're officiating with high school rules, he cannot.
All right, 52 seconds to go. Dillingham will have it in the open court. Dillingham just a wizard with the ball, the way he handles it, like he has it on the string. little bit of bumping and grinding going on underneath the basket. They're going to call that foul. I think they called that one on Rodrigo. Dillingham with the pump fake, the spin, drops it off down low. Oh, he wasn't ready for it. The DJ shouted out he wasn't ready.
That was a beautiful pass.
That was a great pass. Awesome.
But, you know, I guess this is the danger of playing with a point guard who likes to shoot.
Yep.
When he passes it, sometimes you're surprised. It catches you off guard. They'll move it around now, Rodrigo. Rodrigo got that thing blocked.
Little guy's not going in there.
Oh, throw it down. J.J. Taylor.
Big time dunk there.
J.J. staying above the rim. 4 seconds. J.J. launches from the logo. Doesn't get it to fall. And here we are. Here we are at the half. The score, 39-24. 39-24. Donda Academy over the Skills Factory. What do you guys think about that first half?
That's exactly what I expected. Donda rebounding from a tough loss yesterday against Huntington Prep where they didn't shoot the ball well. They're trying to exert their will here and show Atlanta that they are an elite prep team. They're here to battle.
Yeah, Skills Factory got caught up in the pace a little bit too fast for them, extended their defense. That let Donda get a lot of open shots. So they got some work to do if they're going to come back.
All right, well, we're about to go into the half. The score, 39-24, 39-24. We're in Holiday Hoopsgiving here at Shiloh High School on SUVtv.
Time pops. All right, I gotta have my top 5 shooters. Let's go. Step up, step up. Step back, everybody to the half court. Half court, half court. Half court, half court, half court. Shoot, let's go. Oh, that shot so awkward. Let's go. Step, step. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Back door, back door. So we know how to play basketball. Let's go. Jumper. Let's see me in the three-pointer. Next shooter, step up, step up. Let's go. Behind the half court. Layup. Once you shot, you can exit the court. Free throw. Good shot. Let's see, he might hit this three-pointer. Let's go. Good job. Hey, I need my 2 girls right here next. My 2 girls right there, y'all next. Oh, let's go, let's go. Come on. Everybody back up to the half-court line. I ain't gonna let you shoot. Let's go. Lay up first, lay up first, lay up first. Lay up. Okay. White line, let's go. Y'all give a round of applause. Let's go, last shooter right here. Last shooter right here. Okay. Fill the court at this time, fill the court at this time. Oh, rock it with a hand. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, everybody clear the court at this time. Everybody clear the court at this time. All right, everybody clear the court at this time. Players have to roll up. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Everybody clear the court at this time. Clear the court at this time. Let's go. I'm trying to get settled. Hey. Everybody clear the court at this time. Everybody clear the court at this time.
Can you please clear the court, please?
Can we get back to the basketball?
Wow.
1 minute till the ball game starts back. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the holiday Hoopsgiving. Ladies and gentlemen, what other tournament in the world brings out the stars like Hoopsgiving? Let's go, let's go. Let's go, roll!
You see that?
You know that behind the man. That's the man.
Kenny sat down. They came to him. They came to him. Tis, tis, tis.
That's his favorite place.
Tis. Disapproving look.
You ready?
Welcome back. Started the second half. And in the first half, it has been all Donda Prep. It has been all Donda Academy. Score 37-24. Leading score, Robert Dillingham. Dillingham has 14 for Donda. J.J. Taylor has 11. On the other side, Destin Lowe. Ooh, almost got the alley. Zion Cruz, he'll get the 2 points without the oop. Now, Coach, you come in, you're down by 15. What do you tell your team starting that during halftime?
They got to do a little better job on offense of getting good shots, not trying to get it all back at one time, possession by possession. They got to do a good job defensively. Get their defense tightened back up around the three-point line. Play the ball tough and have a lot of help. So they've got to go a little bit better on the defensive end.
You hit the nail right on the head. There is no 15-point play. I'm telling them to take one possession at a time.
Right.
I'm going to split this into either 2 or 4 minute segments within the second half. So if we're playing 8-minute quarters, I'm going to have 4 quarters within the quarter here in the third quarter to try and win each of those to claw our way back into this game.
Yeah, 4-minute segments is a good deal, and you're trying to cut it down somewhere in the fourth quarter where you can get it down single digits. Play the fourth quarter out, you'll be in good shape.
All right, here you go. Somerville hits the first one. He'll knock down the second one. Nice soft stroke from the big man on the free throw line. Love to see a big guy who can knock down those freebies. Now Dillingham will be on our side of the court. Let's see what Dillingham does. Being guarded by Rodrigo. They'll move it back over to JJ. Now Zion.
They're a little bit better now. See them around the three-point line is a good thing, but you're going to give up some of that.
Robert Dillingham still hadn't calmed down. Oh, they call it a 2. His foot was on the line.
Told you those free throws, him seeing them go through the net, they changed the dynamic of this ball game.
Yeah, that 8-point play was a difference maker.
The big man working on the inside, man. I want to see a lot of Layton Somerville in this second half. Take a look at him.
Big, strong player.
The thing about Somerville, what is he, 2023?
2024.
2024, wow. That's a long time to go, man. Staying in that TSF program, man, like you were saying earlier about the conditioning, working on his body, getting it right, his skill level up, man. He's going to be this could be the return of the big man.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of great big men. I mean, we had the opportunity to watch Jackson Kohler earlier today. We had the opportunity to see an amazing big man in our game, our Norcross. I'm sorry, not our Norcross game.
Burkmar.
Our earlier game, Burkmar.
Saw Ewing play.
Malik Ewing. Yeah,
Malik Ewing, yeah.
There's a lot of really good big men coming up nowadays. It's just finding a place for them to play within today's basketball game.
And that's the big question. Will we ever find a back-to-the-basket player again? Will we ever find one of those guys?
That's not the issue to find him. The problem is, can he guard the pick and roll?
Oh.
If he can't, then he's not going to be in the game.
And not only that, can we get the point guards to get them the paint touches? The entry pass has not been taught as much, so that's one of those skills that's been kind of disappearing acts in high school basketball.
You're exactly right.
J.J. Taylor forcing the issue down low. He'll go to the free throw line. He realized he had what they like to say, a mouse in the house. Rodrigo was guarding him, so he backed his way down to the basket. You know, a lot of people talk about the skill level, what type of skill player you have to be to play this game, but it's also the intelligence factor. You got to be smart. This is a thinking man's game also.
Absolutely.
JJ took advantage of that mismatch. Now he didn't hit the free throw, so that's where the skill comes in. If you're smart with no skill, then you got a problem.
And vice versa.
You're going to be over here announcing games with me.
It's a big possession right here. They need to get a good shot.
I would have loved to see him go down low one time to Somerville just to run that offense through him. Dillingham going to the basket. He drops it off. Jakai Howard will lay it in for two.
And I think that's what Dillingham does well. Right now he has 3 assists in this ball game. He has another 3 SBAs, should have been assists. He's doing a great job of getting in the lane, finding the open man, dropping it off to them. He's more than just a volume shooter and scorer.
Now that one, it was a little bit out of control. Oh, I think he might have been poked in the eye down there. He's still on the other end of the court. They'll bring Zion Cruz. He'll come in the game. Zion will come in the game for Robert Dillingham. They'll work on him over on the side. I think he got poked in the eye.
And Zion has 2 fouls, so they're going to be cautious with him.
Zion playing the point. Would you consider Zion a natural point guard?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I've seen him play so much. He reminds me a lot of another great from the PSA Cardinals program, Cole Anthony.
Okay.
That's who he plays for in his summer ball, PSA Cardinals. And he reminds me a lot of Cole Anthony. He's been trained great. Munch Williams in PSA develops amazing guards, and Zion's the next crop.
3 ball, no good, and Howard a sky for that rebound. Oh, that's going to be a goaltending every day of the week.
And twice on Sunday.
Until that layup, they're falling in love with the 3-point shot. They need to get back to trying to get the ball to the rim a little bit. Get them back in the game, maybe.
Yep. Layups and stops.
Now working is Zion. He'll send it over to JJ. JJ from outside. JJ Taylor. JJ Taylor doing a bit of it all. 2 threes from outside. Dunks over the rim. Grabbing boards, bringing it up court sometime. The kid from Chicago is all right.
Yeah, this has been the best game of JJ's that I've seen this year. I had opportunities to watch him at Pangos. He did a great job out there. JJ Taylor's definitely an elite level, high level player. So it's good to see him getting it going here.
3 ball from the outside. That'll come up short. And, yep, they're going to call over the back on Jakai.
Yeah, Bryce Alfino, he has the ability to knock down the outside shot. He's one of the 3 players that transfer to Donda Prep from Combine Academy. Him, Amarian Bodrick, and Robert Dillingham. So they've all played together. They have some familiarity with each other.
All right, the score 50-30, 50-30, Donda Academy on top of TSF here at Holiday Hoopsgiving. All right, here we go. Ball in play, 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the third period. Trying to work it down low. That didn't work out at all. Now Cruz will set up the offense. Cruz up top. Working it around. 3-ball from the wing, Howard from the outside. Now, that's a part of his game. They want to see him improve, but everybody loves the hustle and the way he gets out after it. Zion from the outside. Oh, he missed the layup. Butterfingers on the outside. Heads up play right there by Bodrick. Oh, no, they're going to give it to Skill Factory. No, yeah, that's the correct call. It should be going to Donda. Bodrick threw it off the leg of the Skill Factory player.
The Skills Factory just doesn't have, they don't have the outside shooting to keep up with Donda. Donda's got a couple of really good shooters. Skills Factory really not able to match that.
Oh, what a backdoor cut. The lay-in good for two. Bryce Alfino.
Sometimes it comes down to the Jimmies and Joes.
Yep, not about the X's and O's. It's the Jimmies and Joes sometimes.
That was a little bit of both because that was
Sam.
That's a little bit of both because that was a great play call. So the X's and O's were elite there,
right,
and you got the elite Jimmies and Joes.
Right.
It's hard to beat that.
Well, when you put those together, you got a good thing.
It's easy to coach when you got a bunch of stars, right?
Absolutely.
Well, if they'll do, that was a good thing about Donda. They do some good things. I mean, it's not like they're just out running around playing. They do a good job on defense. They've got offensive sets they run. You know, they're trying to get the ball to certain people, so they're coachable, and that's a good thing. That's hard to find for good players. Sometimes they're not that easy to coach.
Especially guys of this caliber that have been told how great they are, and everybody wants to give them everything, and begging them to come play for them.
Right.
So when kids know they have options, sometimes it's not as easy to coach them hard.
As we see 1,700 people in the transfer portal.
Now, Coach, how do you deal with that, Coach? You coach two current NBA players right now. How do you deal with the egos and being a great player on a high school team? How do you reel that in?
You got to talk to those guys off the floor a lot. You got to have a lot of one-on-one stuff, a lot of one-on-one talks. Explaining what you're trying to do, what you're trying to do with your team. You got to build a relationship with them where they know you care about something other than their basketball talent. If you do that, you're going to be okay with them.
And one step beyond that is about expectation management. They have to come into your system understanding and knowing what you're trying to accomplish, and you have to be consistent with that. You can't be here today, going tomorrow with your level of discipline or your level of accountability. You have to treat them just like you would. I mean, the reality is a lot of people don't understand this. Fairness and equality aren't always the same thing when it comes to the game of basketball, right? But you have to treat them fairly.
And it's interesting you talk about fairness and equality, Justin. Now, your time at Spire out there in Ohio, man, you've had your share of stars out there too, and it's, how do you explain fairness and equality to the 8th guy here on the bench. I mean, how do you explain that?
Well, you know what? I think it's just, again, expectation management, having that conversation with that guy and letting him know, hey, what are you here for? You're here because you want to get better. You're here because you want to get to the next level. Doesn't matter if you play 20 minutes or you play 4 minutes. If we accomplish that goal and get you better and get you to the next level, that's all that matters. That's the only thing that we're here for. So I want you to stay focused and stay locked into that end game, end goal that we have in mind.
All right, we got a foul on the play. They're going to send Ja'Kai Howard to the free throw line. You know, everybody in this crowd, man, they're just waiting for Ja'Kai to just explode and just catch one. You talking about a guy, he's a jumping bean, man. What's Ja'Kai? Ja'Kai about 6'6", I think they give him 6'6", 6'7". Lengthy
6'6", 2024 guy.
And he can explode. I mean, just jump out. As a matter of fact, one of the earlier tournaments, he won the slam dunk contest. Explosive young guy. Matter of fact, he got to see his old team play before we played. His old Norcross squad play. Imagine him on that Norcross squad. That would be scary.
Yeah, that Norcross squad. I mean, same thing we talk about Berkmar, you know. They have one of their players over here on the Skill Factory. A lot of these teams, these local area teams losing talent to national powers. And if you think about it, you imagine all of them back at their local high school. Could be deadly.
Could be scary. But a lot of people get mad, but I don't get mad at the kids. You got to make a business decision. You got to do what's best for you.
Have to do what's best for you. 100%. You only get one shot at this.
Exactly. 3 ball. Couldn't get that one to go, and that'll be the end of the quarter. The score, 54-37, 54-37. Donda Academy on top of the Skill Factory. Welcome back, welcome back. We're here live at Holiday Hoopsgiving on SUVtv. We're at Shiloh High School, and right now, Donda Academy. Donda Academy is all over the Skills Factory. Score 57-37. Ball stripped away, JJ in the open court. He'll shovel it to Zion, and Zion will lay it in for 2. Zion Cruz. And it seems like the Skills Factory just can't get it going. Nice pass from the big man, feeding them down low.
And I'm enjoying seeing that. I'm enjoying seeing the upside from players like Lathan Somerville and what we're going to be able to see for years to come from him.
Hey, you know, considering he's just a sophomore too, man. That's impressive. 3 ball from the outside. Can't get that one to go.
And so is J.J. Taylor.
Oh, yeah, J.J. Taylor.
I'm sorry, no, J.J. Taylor's a junior. Ja'Kai Howard, so is Ja'Kai Howard. He's a sophomore as well.
Oh, nice take to the basket, Destin Logan.
One of the things that's interesting to me, the dynamic of a guy like Howard being on this team and not getting the minutes that he would get with Norcross. How does he handle that? I was watching him during the timeout. He was upset, I think, because he had to come out of the game. It's interesting to me. It teaches them a little bit like what it's going to be like in college. If they ever go to college, those minutes are going to be basically the same as they are right here.
Same thing in the NBA, right?
Right.
So understanding and learning that, he's getting that learning curve. He's getting that education and humility, that education and understanding your role and the role you play on a team. He's getting that here now at a much earlier age than most guys would.
Exactly.
And now he's back into the ball game.
That might help the transfer portal.
Absolutely.
You know, a kid finds out he's got to fight a little bit on his team for minutes. Maybe when he goes to college, he's not so quick to leave.
Absolutely.
Attacking the basket, the scoop layup, no good from Dillingham. Dillingham sat for a while. He got poked in the eye. Had a little bit of time out. Now Taylor off and running. Taylor throws it up, throw it down. J.J. Taylor with the assist from Robert Dillingham. Hey, I am so impressed by Lathan Somerville. Lathan Somerville showing that nice little mid-range free throw line jumper. Now Dillingham up top, handing it off to Jakai.
He's been a bright spot for the skills factory, really.
Can't get it. Jakai will get the rebound and put it back up. Not going to get the foul. Now pushing it up court.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what kills me about that one? When he threw the pass, he looked at everybody else like,
why did you jump?
Yeah, why did you jump?
Yeah, that thing was about 20 feet in the air. I don't know where he thought that was going.
Unless Shaq was standing on the sideline, I don't know where you're going to catch that one.
And if Shaq's standing on the three-point line on the wing and you kick it to him, you don't deserve to be on the court anyways. Good jumper there from Zion Cruz.
I'm not sure. Cruz may have missed a shot tonight, but he's been really efficient with his points.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been impressed by this Cruz kid for the longest of time, man. You got to love it. Look at the long-range three from out there. That one couldn't go. That rebound's brought down by Cruz. He's just a complete point guard to me. I love the way Cruz plays this game. J.J. Taylor from outside doesn't get it to go. Now they'll push it up court. Behind the back at the free throw line, it'll roll around and fall on in for Cam Kraft. Cam being crafty with the ball. $15-point ball game, 60-45. Zion Cruz on the outside. He picks up his dribble. Now they'll shuffle it back to Dillingham. Dillingham throws it over in the corner to Howard. Howard crosses over. Lost it on the dribble. Back over to Zion. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Zion Cruz. Zion is feeling it in this second half.
They're definitely pulling away here.
They just score too easily.
Yep.
They got so many good offensive players. They're going to be tough for a lot of teams to deal with.
When they're shooting the ball well, they're hard to beat. They
Right.
shot the ball very poorly yesterday against Huntington Prep, and Huntington Prep was able to come out with the victory. But when they're knocking down outside shots and shooting the way that they're shooting right now, nearly 50% from the field, that's impressive.
Right.
Now the announcer just said no one on the court after the game to all of the fans in the house. Do you think that rule will be followed?
No.
Everybody's going to try to get a picture with Kanye and Quavo down there on the sideline. Zion will have it in the backcourt. Zion loses his defender. Oh, my goodness, he goes to the hole. So smooth.
So smooth and explosive. He can play above the rim. He can finish with both hands. Knock down threes, mid-range. I really like his game.
Caden Cooper knocks that one down.
I caution myself against calling high school kids pros because I want them to have the time to develop and not have to compare themselves to an expectation that they didn't set, but he's definitely one of those guys that I'll look to see play 4 or 5 years from now for sure.
He looks the part anyway, doesn't he?
Yep.
And you know, it's interesting when you see a guy like him, you see he already has the frame, the shoulders. You know, you get him in a weight room somewhere, man. This kid's going to be amazing, man. I just think so. I think the ceiling is so high on him. Coach let them know pass the ball. The 5-second call. Now, this is something interesting. We're playing with the shot clock now, but they're still calling the 5-second closely guarded call. Now, you know, I think is that something that they're probably going to change? What do you guys think? Is it because I don't think on any other level they don't have the 5-second closely guarded call with the play clock as long as they have a play clock.
That's correct. But I think it's only. I mean, either way, I mean, it's good. It speeds the game up even a little bit more. You can't hold on to the ball. But I don't know. That's they're not going to change too much. I would say that much. Getting them to get the shot clock was a big step. So
baby steps.
Cam Kraft has struggled to get it going here tonight in front of his future coaches from Xavier.
I would love to see Cam Kraft up there with Dewan Odom at Xavier. Zion in the corner. He slips and falls on that one. Dillingham comes from behind and gets the block shot. I think Zion slipped on a wet spot over there. Kraft, he'll send it across. The jab step. Ooh, nice pass on the inside. Way to find the cutter. Caden Cooper with the easy two. Movement without the ball always works. Now Dillingham will pull it back out. 2 minutes to go. Right around 2 minutes to go in the game. Sends it over to Braden Bohr. Braden Bohr doesn't get it. Intercepted by Cruz. Zion pushing it. Zion going to the basket and laying it in for two.
He hits that next gear and explodes to the basket so quick.
He does, man. When he explodes to the basket, he explodes and he explodes over the basket. Look at this replay right here of Zion.
He's got great speed, man. He really does move with the basketball well.
Defense turns to offense.
When you have the ball and you're still out running everybody, that's a good sign.
Yeah. Cam Kraft is a little bit overwhelmed here today.
It's not been his best performance I've seen Cam in. Cam has 8 on the night. Dillingham throws it up, kicks it back out. Now JJ from outside. No. JJ will get it, shovels behind him to Dillingham. Now Dillingham spins over his shoulder. Nope. It looked good going up at least.
Yes, it did.
Oh, my goodness.
In the open court. They'll throw it up to Zion off the glass and in for two. Zion Cruz.
And what I like about that is he didn't try and force it. He understood he was too far away from the basket to get the dunk, but he still finished the play.
Now see, look at this replay. I'm a huge proponent on giving it up early so you can get it back late. Yep. Now I think if JJ would have gave that up a little bit earlier, he could have got it back and he could have been on the receiving end of that alley-oop.
Absolutely.
But once again, it's easy for me to say this when I'm sitting on the sideline. Kraft will have it. Sends it over, pump fake. Jumper doesn't go down. Now 7 Bahati, he'll have it in 7. Sends it over to Dillingham. Dillingham going baseline. Back out to Dillingham. Now 7 from long range, doesn't get it to go. They'll pull for three. Ooh, in and out. That's the type of night that the Skill Factory has had. And there you have it. It looks like Donda, they'll just dribble out the clock. The score is 69-51, 69-51. That's how we're going to end it. What did you guys think about today's game?
I thought they came out and handled business. You know, they did what they were supposed to do. They rebounded from a tough loss yesterday. They showed the capabilities of their team. Put it all out there. Great game there from those guys.
Donda's got a great team. They're going to do well, and Skills Factory got a chance to learn some things about their team as well.
Well, there you have it. We're here at Holiday Hoopsgiving, and the final score is 69-51, 69-51, Donda Academy on top of the Skills Factory. We'll see you later on SUVtv.